Hello my dear friends and my family. You may see only the voice was coming. There is a no ma'am image. Yes, I am today going to be a VO, that is a voiceover. As I told in my before classes, even though I am taking a theory classes, you may feel some difficulty while I am telling about some oceans and what place actually it lies it. Okay, you may feel some difficulties while I am telling about very theoretically. Okay, so I told you this next session is going to be a mapping section. This is going to be a very interesting section, as well as it's going to be it's going to show you very accurate place of each and every countries and seas and of course oceans also. Okay, well, let's move on to the mapping section. In that mapping section, at the top you may find some clock. Okay, these are the this is a degree. Okay, you know that it's a latitude and a longitude, you know about it. Okay, so these are the degree. So how the time is varying from one country to another country, it's because of the degrees. For example, let's see here, this is a 180 degree here. So in that 180 degree, the country which are available, it will be at 1 o'clock. Okay, this is a 1 o'clock. Okay, when the countries are in 165 degrees, when the country are in a 165 degree, then at the time will be a 1 o'clock, and 150 degree. Okay, when the countries are in a 150 degree, then it is called time will be a 2 o'clock. So 2 hours difference between the country which lies in the 165 degree and the country which lies in the 150 degree. Okay, so in this you can find it out some interesting fact. See here, in a 165 degree the time is now 1 o'clock, isn't it? Before that, I want to clarify one thing. In 180 degree, so 180 degree probably a 12 o'clock, but there is a no country which is in the 180 degree, not human living country, I think. Okay, so next one at a 165 degree, now time is a 1 o'clock. You may find some country lies in the 165 degree. It's nearly a USA, that Alaska, the not a quarter portion, it's like a very small portion lies in the 165 degree, isn't it? So in that 165 degree, these countries are, for example, 1 o'clock. Okay, when the countries are in a 150 degree, so 150 degree only, Alaska, USA, then some Fairbanks, and the country which is in the island. Okay, these are comes in the 150 degree, and the time you can find it out 2 o'clock. So you may have a difference between the 165 degree and 150 degrees 2 o'clock. So okay, so 2 hours will be difference between the 165 degree and 150 degree. Okay, I think you can understand it. Let's tell one more time. Listen here. In 180 degree there is a no country. So in a 165 degree the time is a 1 o'clock. So nearly Alaska, a very small portion of the Alaska will be lies in the 165 degree. Now time is a 1 o'clock, not now time. In 165 degree, if suppose a 1 o'clock, then the country which lies in the 150 degree, okay, you may find it 2 o'clock. So difference between the country lies in the 165 degree and 150 degree is 2 hours. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next is 135 degree. See here, many countries lies in the 135 degree. It's actually the one in a 135 degree from 165 to 130. 105 full of United States only. It's fully covered with the United States, Canada, and Brazil. So these three countries lies between the 165 degree to 105 degrees. Okay, these countries are lies in. Okay, so let's move to the next degree, 135 degree. So in 135 degree, at the half of the portion from the Canada and the United States lies, and some portions of Mexico, and other than that sea is available in the 135 degree. So now its time is a 3 o'clock. In a 135 degree, the time is a 3 o'clock. So difference between the 150 degree and 135 degree is a 1 hour. So difference between the country which lies in the 150 degree and the country which lies in 135 degree. So difference is 1 hour. So next move on to the 120 degree. So in that 120 degree here, half of the portion Canada was covered, and some United States of America, and of course it's you may found some no, it's you not covered any Mexico portion. Okay, it's not covered any Mexico portion. The rest of them are sea and ocean. So only the Canada and some portions of United States available. Nearly the, if you see the United States, San Francisco available, and some Portland, okay, and Los Angeles. So these are in the 120 degree. So in the 120 degree you may find time at 4 o'clock. So difference between the country which lies in the 135 degree and 120 degree is a 1 hour. 1 hour difference. Okay, so what are the interesting facts about timing means, we may think there is a huge time difference is between the America, that is the USA, Canada and India. But in that United States and in that Canada itself, you may feel some 1 hour, 2 hour time difference. It's because of that portion lies in a different degree. This is the reason. Okay, so let's take it now 135 degree. Now 135 degree you may find it out at 3 o'clock. Okay, so here see here like Geneva, Prince Rupert, Vancouver, then what are that? Okay, these two have the 3 o'clock. Okay, whereas the same the other country which lies in the 120 degree, for example Yellowknife, Edmonton, Calgary, then some portions of United States like Los Angeles, San Francisco, these are lies in the 120 degree. So the now time it's 4 o'clock. So that the places lies on the same country, but it also there is a changes in their time. Okay, so let's take it 120 degree. Now the 120 degree, the time is 4 o'clock. Okay, so some of the United States portions was covered, like a very important Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland, these are covered in the 120 degree. So whereas we can take now 105 degree, you may find a huge time difference, not a very huge time difference, let it be like a 1 hour difference. Okay, so in a 105 you may find some islands, and these, I think these are the Queen Elizabeth Island. You may get it, I will tell you later about it. Now let's see what are the countries lies in the 105 degree. So yeah, half of the Canada have been covered in the 105 degree, and half of the United America also covered in the 105 degree, and nearly a 3/4 of the Mexico covered in the 105 degree, and rest of them are sea. So you may the difference between the 120 degree and 105 is a 1 hour. You find it 1 hour. So now the time is a 5 o'clock. In 120 degree it's a 4 minutes, then 105 it will be a 5 o'clock. Okay, let's take a 90 degree. So in a 90 degree also 1 hour difference will come. For example, in 90 degree the remaining Canada have been covered, not remaining, a rest of Canada also covered in a 75 degree. So quarter portion of Canada was covered in the 90 degree, and same like the quarter portions of the United States also covered in the 90 degree, and some Mexico or rest of the Mexico portion also covered in the 90 degree, and Africa, which does not, the Africa does not cover in the 90 degree. So okay, so time difference between the 105 degree and 90 degree is of 1 hour. Okay, let's move on to the 75 degree. So in a 75 degree you may find the time difference 7 o'clock. So it's probably a 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. So each and nearly the difference between the first 180 degree and 165 degree is a 2 hour. So remaining time all takes only a 1 hour differences. Okay, not a huge difference, like a 1 hour difference according to the degree. So let's we see about the 75 degree. In a 75 degree you may now time is a 7 o'clock. Okay, so what is the portion lies in? Okay, the Canada. So some of the Canada is lies in the 75 degree, like Quebec, and then Sheffield, Toronto. You know that Toronto is a famous place. New York and Washington. Then Marine, then full Mexico is covered in the 75 degree, and some Africa portion like Bahato, Colombia, Quito, Ecuador, Peru, these also lies in the 75 degree. So the difference between the country which lies in the 90 degree and 75 degrees, as usual, a 1 hour difference. Okay, so next move on to the country which lies in a 60 degree. So 60 degree, you may see some not Canada up to the 70 yeah, in a 60 degree some Canada places also covered, and some Brazil. So Brazil was covered in the 60 degree, and Bolivia, and then Argentina. So the Argentina is fully covered in the 60 degree. Okay, in a 60 degree the time is 8 o'clock. Okay, so let's stop here. So now in 60 degree the time is 8 o'clock. Let's check the time difference between the Argentina and the United States. So let's see. Commonly we will take a Washington, because you know that, isn't it? It's a New York, Washington is the capital of the United States of America. You know that, isn't it? So let's take the time of the Washington. So the Washington lies in the 75 degree. So now in 75 degree you may find 7 o'clock. Okay, but in a Brazil you will find 8 o'clock. But whereas if you take the time difference between the Argentina and the San Francisco, it nearly in San Francisco is lies in the 120 degree, isn't it? 120 degree. So time of the 120 degrees is 4 o'clock, and the Argentina is lies in the, okay, if you find the time difference between the Argentina and Mexico, it's nearly a 3 hours difference. And if Mexico have a 4 o'clock, then Argentina will have a 7 o'clock. Okay, so it have the 3 hours difference. Okay, let's move on to the 45 degree. Most probably in a 45 degree, not a very huge country was covered. Only a Greenland was covered, and the rest of thing is it's in a oceans and seas. And here see a quarter portion of the Brazil was covered here, like Fortaleza, Recife, Salvador, Belo Horizonte, Rio de Janeiro, Curitiba, Argue. These are the some portions which are covered in the 45 degree. Okay, so it's probably a same like a 1 hour difference only. Okay, next move on to the 30 degree, and 30 degree next remaining some portions was covered by the Greenland, and in 30 degree you cannot find out the rest of the countries lies in the 30 degree, but the time will be at 10 o'clock. That is the difference between the 45 degree and 30 degrees, as usual 1 hour difference. Okay, so now let's move to the 15 degree. So in 15 degree the remaining Greenland was covered, and Iceland was covered in the 50 degree, and some portions in South Africa was covered in these in the 15 degree, and rest of them will be the sea, and as usual the 1 hour difference will be there. It's 11 o'clock. Okay, now let's move to the 0 degree. So let's see what are the countries which lies in the 0 degree. See here, United Kingdom. So United Kingdom is lies in the 0 degree, and France is lies in the 0 degree, and like some Algeria and Mali, and some countries are like Benin. These are the country which lies in the 0 degree. So in a 0, so only we have a 0 degree means that noon. So we have a strong power of the sun. So only in Africa you will have a huge effect of the sunlight. Okay, so these are lies in the 0 degree. Next interesting thing is next 15 degree. So you may always know, you will study it up 180 degree to 0 degree, then again 15 degree to 180 degree. So the 0 degree will be the center of the world. Okay, 0 degree is the center of the earth, not only earth, world, anything. So 0 degree is the center of our earth. Okay, here 180 degree to 15 degree, and here 180 degree to 15 degree. So next we are moving from here 180 degree. So let's check 180 degree, not a very huge places where in the 180 degree, so we just left over it. Next 165 degree. In a 165 degree, now the time is 11 p.m. Okay, so even though if you split it a 2 but the time difference between the here 180 to that 180 is a 1 hour difference. That is from 2 1 2 12 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 then 1 again 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so you want to 1 hour difference, it's in the timeline. So next, if you see the 160 degree, in that 160 degree, you may find it out as some countries like East Siberian and some portions which is covered in the near of the Pacific Oceans. Okay, so these are the countries which lies in the 160 degree. And the next is a 135 degree. So in the 135 degree, half of the Russia was covered and some portions was covered in near Korea and some portions in the Australia. So you may find it out in 135 degree Australia was covered.